What's going on, YouTube? And Brotman here, back with another ranked conquest. Today we are playing Serqet in the jungle. This is my 4th qualifier on my other account. Just continuing the unranked to diamond series. This is going to be a critique video, so I will be doing the commentary after the fact. Pretty much just because I wanted to record all my qualifiers, but I forgot to do commentary with this one. And I had a problem with the second one, which was unfortunate. My OBS just wasn't working properly, so I had to turn it off. Alright, so if I was in a higher level game here, I probably would have just gotten my jump, because nobody can fight Thanatos at level 2. That's really it. But due to a good route from Neath, I don't really know what Conquest was doing. He kind of just stood there. We were able to just get a kill on him for free. I don't even think, did he beads? I don't know if he pressed beads or not. So, someone took this red. I don't think this was the wrong play to go look to see if to get their red. What I should have done at that mid camp though was not use an ability and save my ability for here. I should have known this because if they were here for the invade, like if I had both of my abilities up here, I could have done a ton of damage to them. Unfortunately, it looks like their support rotated and ours didn't. Which is fine. I mean, it's not fine because he died, but it happens. So I don't think I should have done anything differently in that scenario. I could have went to the bottom left camps, back camps, but I thought Thanatos probably decided to go there himself. This was stupid of me to jump in here and try to CC him because I didn't have mana and I didn't pay attention to the fact that I didn't have mana. But he does end up pressing beads. Pretty much for no reason. Unfortunately, duo goes down. I'm trying to get them to pay more attention because he walked straight there. He was within vision, unfortunately. And now I'm just kind of being a dick. I'm not really that serious. I don't care that much. So it looks like Thanatos ganked early, which I didn't even notice. He said he's been there twice, but I don't know if that's actually true. Regardless, I did kill mid and get his beads, so he should be a pretty easy kill in the future. Since Guan has control of this lane, what I should have done here is recognize that and go to those left mid camps, because they were just spawning. I probably should have just let him get all of the XP for this blue, because the Erlang obviously just can't fight him. He's just too low, and it looks like Guan backed and got a power spike. Also, I should probably just avoid typing. That's just stupid of me. Just kind of frustrated early on that Neja was allowed to rotate for free. I should have expected that though. He brings a lot of pressure to the lane with ring toss and his AoE autos. So we end up going back and forth, but I should have just ignored it. So I'm autoing the side creeps here, just in case anybody does come to invade this. I'll at least get some XP if I have to give this buff up. But I recognize the fact that no one's coming, so I auto it down fully and save my abilities, because I see that Conquest has no mana. Okay, so I made a huge mistake here. I should have taunted and not ulted, because my taunt is a further range, and I did it too late. I should have taunted it like immediately. Right when he rooted him, he should have been taunted. But I took too long to get that kill. I think if I took one less tower shot, maybe if I ulted sooner, or if I deathbaned him sooner or something, I could have gotten out, but I didn't. And he ended up getting his stun off. I think even if he didn't get his stun off, I would have died, but I probably would have died to the tower and not him if he didn't hit me. Overall, that's not worth it there. Because of the fact that I lose my yellow, so now Thanatos is going to be able to farm more efficiently. Alright, so I see the Erlang go to my back camps, and I was afraid that Than was going to go to the back camps originally when I died in mid. I mean, he saw me die, they were free for him. But I told the Guan Yu to ult immediately because I recognized the fact that Erlang has no escape, and if I could just catch up to him, we kill him. Because Guan didn't have level 5 either is the other reason. I mean, not Guan, I'm sorry. Erlang didn't have level 5, so he didn't have his ult. I think even if he had his ult, he probably would have died, though. Again, I keep going for these back camps. In reality, I should be checking mids. Neith has been doing a good job of getting right mids. I should be helping her getting mids in general. So I don't really want Athena to share those with me. There's no real reason to, because she's going to get her purple XP and her wave XP. I'm just kind of trying to be sneaky to see if this Zhang will push up at all. I just wasted my time there. What I should have done is go to my right back camps. That would have been much more efficient. Now I'm just sitting at red, autoing nothing. Stupid of me. Just because I was trying to make a gank on the Zhang. So I could have taunted that mid camp, but I recognize the fact that they use all their abilities, so I'm kind of dancing around in mid to see if I can make a play. Unfortunately, I missed the second taunt. Yeah, because of the fact that he ran into Zhang. Whenever you taunt someone, if they're near a teammate, it taunts them into it, but that always gets me. It like gets me every time. It's kind of frustrating. I wish that didn't happen, to be completely honest, but it's really strong if you can taunt two people and then they just like can't really control it. So I should not have used my Deathbane right there. I should have saved my Deathbane because we weren't clearing that much faster. I mean, that was really good by me to take a step back there and kind of just space out the situation. So I had abilities up in order for me to, you know, go in any direction I needed to because I knew the Erling was going to at least try to dash or try to escape in some way. So I spaced myself out to the point where I could either jump to the right or I could dash if I really needed to catch up to him to get that kill. Not sure if I had to ult though. I probably didn't have to ult that. He doesn't have much defense online, I believe. He might have had just like a Glad Shield and the Hunter's Blessing. Yeah. Or not Glad Shield, I'm sorry, Berserker Shield. So I probably could have just Deathbaned him and been all set there. It's not really worth throwing the kill though. I'd much rather just get the kill and move on. So Soul has no idea I'm here. A decent gank. I don't know. There's not much different I could have done there. I thought it went well. This allowed us to get their purple. It's always important to rotate to their jungle. Like if you get a kill and you're man up and you're walking through your jungle with the 3 people, it's really important to just invade their jungle. So due to bad secure by me and the Kronos there, we didn't get that red. Which sucks, but it's the way it is. So I just walked over to mid, like across mid to help the Athena. I didn't have abilities up. I had my ult, but I wasn't going to ult the Erlang because it wasn't a guaranteed kill if I had it. I was just walking over there to help her get out, just kind of looking scary, pretending I would do something. But I didn't have taunt up, so there was no real way for me to CC that Erlang if he wanted to keep going. Alright, so I see them double ult, or at least use a ton of abilities underneath, and I miss everything because I'm awful. Not everything, I just miss the taunt. The taunt does most of the damage. So I kind of assumed that that was going to kill Zhang there, just because I have a really good idea of how much damage Serqet ult does at this point. So I end up walking away from him and trusting that the poison will clean him up. And now, luckily, I recognize the fact that Thanatos' abilities were all down, and I can pretty much just one-shot him. I would have been in trouble there if he got his scythe off, because it would have done a ton of damage and healed him a ton. But luckily, I was able to kill him before he got it off. That's kind of the risk you take when you're playing Serqet against Thanatos. So, unfortunately, I missed my taunt there, but we end up killing the Erlang anyway. Obviously, I should have hit that taunt. It was pretty free. The direction that he was traveling in was very telegraphed. So I really wanted to go trans here, but I didn't think trans was appropriate. I think trans gives Serqet a absolute ton of damage. I don't really think you need the damage as much, but I like it with her Deathbane. Makes her Deathbane just swing so hard once you get to like mid to late game. And I think having the cooldown reduction on Serqet is always nice, but her ult does do true damage, so regardless of how much power you have built, it's going to do the same amount of damage. So the trans, I think, is in vain. And also, she doesn't have mana issues, so I decided against it. I don't know if I'd look to make a play here. This is kind of stupid of me because of the fact that no one's in range, and now I'm really deep in their jungle. I just got lucky here, to be completely honest with you. I got stuck on that corner because I couldn't find a place to jump. It's really unfortunate. So I was changing directions a little bit as I was running away because I saw Fan ulting coming, but since it was behind me, I was trying to figure out what direction it was. It's not really that confusing, but like when I'm looking at my mini map and I'm running away at the same time, it was a little confusing. And then when I finally figured it out, I just dashed in the opposite direction. Okay, so I do decide to go Brawlers here. I really do think this is the right choice. Regardless of the person on their team, they have healing built into their kit. The Erlang, please excuse my dog. The Erlang, that was just a bad blink by me. I didn't see where the fan was going. I honestly could have just walked at him. But Neath hits a really good one there. And we're able to secure the kill. Anyway, as I was saying, I think Brawlers is the right choice because of the fact that the Soul has healing inherently, and if she builds Bancroft, she has even more healing. The Neja's 2 is going to heal him. Zhang Kui has his 2 that's going to heal him. Fan obviously has a ton of healing in his kit. And Erlang's ult heals him an absolute load of health. So I felt like Brawlers was necessary. If nothing else, really strong, a lot of power, and a lot of pen. A lot of flat pen. Also, it makes me hit super hard at this point in the game. Not much for me to do on the map right now. Honestly, I could have... What I should have been doing is checking those left mid camps. I'm just like kind of... I wouldn't say I'm wasting my time right now, but I'm not using it as efficiently as possible. I should have looked at those left mids. If those left mids are up, could have gotten those and I could have rotated to my back rights. Because honestly, this farm, that purple farm isn't really mine. It should be Duo's farm. So I back here, I get tier 1 defense. I am in the lead by 2 levels, so I think having defense here will help me snowball a ton. That's pretty much my thought process as I go through and play. What's going to help me continue to solidify my lead. Ulting that was a mistake. Again, I do my best to not drop kills when I'm playing in ranks, because I actually care. But sometimes I see that I definitely overdo it. Like I'm just I don't know, not like kill crazy. Obviously, I don't make stupid choices, but I think it's more important to me while I'm in the game to solidify the kill and like guarantee the kill than it is to, you know, make a better play. I guess I don't know how to say it because I feel like I play smart, but the smarter play certainly is holding my ult there because like even if we don't get the Erlang, I already got his ult. So, I mean, it's instantly a win. I don't know if that makes sense. So they get a bunch of kills on the other side of the map. And I kind of have an idea that they're going for Gold Fury here. So me and Guan end up heading over to the Pyromancer. Pretty sure that's just the call here. 2v5. I'm not going to go defend that. Erlang wasn't right. But still, a 2v4 is just suicide. I'm not going to... There's no chance I'm walking into that. So I'm sitting over here, like, waiting, because my back camps are spawning. I just was going to wait for them to spawn so I could actually get damage with my jump. What I really could have done there is run to the left side of the map, because I think I would have gotten there faster than my duo land, spawning out of base. And made sure that red didn't go down, but it looks like they get red anyway. I think Neath gets it. Okay. Anyway, I look to farm up here for my Spirit Robe. Spirit Robe is really strong on Serqet, I think, because rarely do I get CC'd, but when I do get CC'd, the damage mitigation is really nice. Obviously, there's cooldown reduction, and you get both defenses, I guess, both sets of defense, whatever it is, magical and physical defense. Again, I kind of just jumped the gun, not jumped the gun, but used more resources than I had to for that. Kill. I blinked in and didn't have to blink in. Unfortunately, I got hit by that. In hindsight, what I really should have done is if I wanted to cover ground, I should have waited till I turned that corner and just dashed. Because even if I dash at him, my 3 can get me out. My jump will get me out, and then, you know, by the time they end up catching up to me, my 1 will be up again, and I'm just... Serqet's very slippery, and I could have used it to my advantage, and I didn't really. So at this point, I'm still 2 levels up, and I should be looking to just influence lanes as much as possible. Our Guan Yu is also pretty big. So what I probably should have done there is foregone the Erlong and probably CC'd someone else, because I think he was a pretty guaranteed kill, regardless, you know, of what we did there. Alright, so I made a big mistake here. First of all, not tower diving with my team. They're tanking tower, so I can go in for free. Secondly, missing everything on this Zhang Kui. I just got lucky and ended up killing him because the minion popped on him. Like, that's really the only reason he just died there. Alright, so I end up making a decent play here. Being a little bit sneaky. I think he thought that I left. And I'm pretty sure this allows us to get the tower. There's really not too much Thanatos can do to react to my taunt. Just because of the fact that it's so much faster than his silence. So Sol gets a nice Aegis there. I guess, I mean, it wasn't that nice. It's kind of expected. I don't know. It was a good Aegis, though, to be honest. I'm going into Hydra's Lament now. This isn't an item I usually get on Serqet. Usually I get Ancile if I'm like looking for cooldown and like some type of... Yeah, honestly, I usually look to Ancile to finish my cooldown reduction. I really like Serqet tanky, or I like to play her tanky, so I think it's really strong. The reason I go into this Hydra's is because I'm doing most of the work in these fights. I'm the highest level on my team. I have the most farm. I might as well sort of do my best to carry the team. And I think with Hydra's it helps a lot. Okay, so this is a scenario where I possibly use more resources than I needed to. But I think it's worth it. I'm pretty annoyed at this point because I missed my taunt. So the mistake I made in that fight obviously was missing taunt. And then I get tilted at myself and spam okay. Like, you know, like everyone should. But whatever. You're not gonna hit everything. If I hit my taunt there, he dies for sure. He has no juice. Like, I don't have to worry about his ability. I don't have to worry about his execute because he landed on me. I just played that really poorly. And his scythe obviously wasn't up until he was like, I was almost wrapped around again. Anyway, as I was saying, when we were killing the Erlang, I possibly expended too many resources to kill him. But the reason I ulted him immediately and it like autoed and got out, make sure we got the kill and got out, is because we were under a tier 2 and I was worried about a rotation. And Zhang, in fact, came there. Not only did Zhang come there, but the second I jumped out, Fan ulted on top of me. That's what I was kind of afraid of. But I thought if I ulted soon enough, I'd be able to get out. And honestly, I think I would have had I hit that taunt on Thanatos. But he had a really nice sidestep. I don't know, maybe if he recognized the fact that I tilted to the right when I taunt. I kind of tend to twitch when I use my abilities, so he might have recognized that. Good players will look for patterns. It was really nice of me there to dash through and hit, like, spin, hit a 180 and throw the taunt down. So the Neja gets ulted. Or not ulted. He might have just gotten rooted by the Neath, but he's stuck in place. So he's forced to just ult out. And we run him down. Serqet is so... Like, if you start winning a team fight, Serqet is such a problem because she can just run you down. For, like, ever. Like, a jump and a dash is so excessive. It's insane. Okay, I don't know why I took that knock up there, to be honest. I should have just dashed. I didn't expect it. And I think I was going to... going to look for the Erlang. Then I decided against it because I got knocked up. So I warded that back camp because I thought Erlang might have pushed and then, you know, stepped into our jungle. So I would be able to see him if he kind of rotated downwards or to those back camps. That's really the only reason, though. Just to see if Erlang was there. Realistically, I probably should have let Guan have all that farm. I was kind of concerned I didn't have enough for Magi's. But I'm pretty sure I would have had it even if I left those groups. What, I got 3 archers? Yeah, I would have still had enough. Maybe I would have been a very little bit off. I'm the king of missing sides in this game. Unfortunate. Alright, so I'm very confused at this point. I don't even know what they're doing. They're so far pushed up. And I think we got both of Soul's actives. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about when I say, like, you can chase anyone down from anywhere. He was so far away from me, and I covered the ground so fast. And that gives my team plenty of time to catch up, and a really good stun from Kronos. Lets us just kill that Erlang. But I caught up to that man so fast, he had no chance. They're pretty much conceding this at this point. I step up here because I play solo too much. No, because I'm trying to make sure that the damage stays out of the fight, and they did, in fact. I have enough defense to, like, take a combo from someone before I dash out or whatnot. Because, you know, I have the healing regen. I have the fire giant buff. So I'm not in that much trouble if they actually do decide to hard engage on me, because I'm really, really mobile. I'll be able to get out. I don't know if Thance saw me here. I don't think he did, because he just, like, turned to auto. I missed the auto there, and I was pretty annoyed at it. Alright, so he gets out for free, and then lands on me again. And then I miss a taunt, and I'm even more mad than before. But he's spam laughing me as he ulted away, but then he came back in. It was very confusing. So obviously after I kill him, I have to spam laugh because he spam laughed me. But then he went back. The part that confused me the most is the fact that he went back in. Okay, I don't know why I did this red buff. It was real stupid of me. I should have just grouped with the team as soon as possible. Doesn't end up mattering too much. I think they end the game before I even get there. They do. So, I think everything overall went really well. If you guys have any questions or you thought I could have done anything differently, please leave it in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
100,000 for the chain and I'm a job.